The kitchen, my favorite room in the house. And today we have a project that will really add some pop. When I think of pop, I think of my ace expert, Mike Jakubowski.
We are going to dress up the backsplash of your kitchen between the countertop and the wall cabinets.
That sounds like a pretty big project. You think I can handle it?
I think you can. I'm a pretty good teacher, so as long as you listen well, we'll be all right.
Mike may have forgotten how I can easily get distracted, but I better pay attention during our project today, because it comes with quite the supply list. You'll need a screwdriver, ceramic tile grout, a putty knife, a bucket, utility knife, thin set mortar, a trowel, a grout float, a level, a marker, a tape measure, some drop cloths, a sponge, and safety glasses, plus spacers, edge trim, and the tile of your choice. Today we're going with a large glass subway tile. And let's not forget about our big old power tool, the wet saw. We ease into this project and first take off all the outlet covers.
What is the next step?
We're going to do a little bit of planning with, depending upon the tile you selected, the height of your backsplash. Typically you want all of your cuts to be in the corner.
So in this kitchen, we're starting on the ends and working our way in towards the corner. We create our starting point by drawing a line up from the edge of the backsplash of the counter.
The next thing we're going to plan is the height of the tile, which will go from the underside of the cabinet to the top of this backsplash.
So about 15
It's 15 inches. If we lay out 15 inches here, we get a pretty good portion of the top tile.
So we're gonna have to make some vertical and horizontal cuts.
Correct. The tile pattern that we have here is a subway tile. The full length pieces staggered, a half on the grout joint, half on the tile below. But in this particular tile, and this isn't true for every tile you choose, it has an edging, a metal edging to dress up. We're going to cover up the end here and finish off the tile with a metal edging.
With a plan in place, we mix up our mortar. Now time to get some tile up on the wall.
We're going to sort of do it a little bit at a time, right on the trowel. We're going to start with a full tile. Just smear it on there. That looks awesome. In between the tiles, we want to leave some space for grout. We're using 1/8 inch tile spacers to help separate it and keep a constant space instead of us eyeballing it.
We continue tiling until we run into a couple obstacles, outlets and the window. Full tiles won't fit around these tight spaces, so we'll need to make some cuts. Mike suggests drawing on your tile with a marker before you head to the saw. That way you know which portions of the tile to discard.
All right, Mike, the ever-intimidating wet saw that we rented. Why do we need it to be wet? Why the wet saw?
It keeps the dust down and it keeps the blade cool while it's cutting through the tile.
So are we ready to cut?
We are. And then we're going to make that same cut, only you're going to stop when you get to that corner.
Wait a minute, did you say I'm going to stop until I
did
get to the
say
corner?
that, yes.
All righty. Now we only have a couple more hundred of these cuts to do?
At least, yeah.
All right, Mike, I made some cuts. We should probably see if they fit though, right?
We will do that. We're going to back butter them because we're just piecing them in a little bit at a time. And then let's see what we got here.
Now we just put a couple spacers in
We
here.
need a spacer there. We need a spacer there.
Even though this kitchen isn't huge, it's still a slow-moving project. But we continue to cut tiles, slather them with mortar, and stick them to the wall.